Hi, thank you for coming. Congrats to your dog. But as I remember, you have a just small dog. Before we have 4 puppies, and after only 2. But sometimes they are dying actually. It was in the Philippines a few years ago. But that's okay with puppies. We have a pig there, and one day she gave birth of 17 piglets. Oh my god, 17, it's a huge amount. But it's also a huge pig. It's like a cow, really. Can I just fix my paint? Because it's always falling down. Comics, yeah. Actually, I haven't seen him for a while already. Maybe he's just busy with something. So okay, this is lamb black, Vandyke brown, sienna, cadmium yellow, Pyrrole red, and titanium white. But for sure I'm gonna use more paints. Then I will just mark forms of our puppy. I will use simply raw sienna at first and my old brush, which is almost done already, but it's kinda cool for scratching. There's too much light. I haven't been painting for 1 week already. It feels like I forgot how to do it. I was busy with some room renovation over here. Still it's not done. I have to fix kind of shelves where I will put my paintings all together. So maybe I can do after some vlogs also. Because before I kind of was very limited with space. But now my room is almost done. Still have to fix some details, but anyway. Let's just fix these details. Brand of paints you mean, or what exactly? It's Georgian oil, and I think it's spelling like Daleroni. It's English brand and pretty nice quality, and also not so expensive compared to other brand. There is like Georgian oil and graduate oil. It's almost similar actually. Plus I have a Russian brand. It's called like Master Class, because it's just near our place, and it's also actually good, but it's kinda pricey, and it's not better than this Georgian oil. So this is why I decided to use Georgian instead of this, but sometimes I can't find the right color what I need, so I have to use some additional paints. Also I used Pebeo before, and even now I have some Pebeo paints, which is pretty nice also. And also Maria's. I think it's coming from China, but it's also kinda nice. And brushes was kinda nice, but it's hard to find. Maybe in Amazon there is, but not so much. I found it on AliExpress before, and I ordered. And Cobalt, as I said before already. Cobalt also has nice colors, but I can't find it here in my place. But if I order it, this parcel is kinda expensive, so I have to pay kinda double amount. Probably there is in Amazon, but I don't like that it's expensive to send it here. Okay, let's fix our eyes a little bit. It's just dark tones. So, does you sell your artworks, or does someone buy it? I mean your drawings, what you're doing. Okay, yeah, that's a problem to sell actually. It's time spending and people don't get it, why it's so expensive sometimes. Oh, that's actually also cool. Logos and thumbnails, yeah, why not? Maybe it's not my business, but I just kind of wondered what you're doing for a living, because you're doing so much videos and it takes so much time. So this is why I'm asking. Also, you have this include promotions, as I saw. So I'm just interested how it works. Because my art is totally different art. It's kinda not for logos and that stuff. Yeah, but Etsy is asking for some amount. It's like, I think it's 20 cents if we count in euro or dollars. Doesn't matter, it's like 20 cents they are asking for each upload. It's cool if you can find customers. Actually, I'm using my Instagram like kind of for shop, and just if people wanna buy something, I upload this painting on Etsy and they can buy it from Etsy. So I will not pay the fee. No, actually it doesn't work, but on Etsy it also didn't work, because there are simply people not coming. There is some visitors, but I think they came maybe from YouTube also, because before I had a link. But I don't think that Etsy gonna work and promote your drawings or paintings. I don't know how it works actually. As I see many people, they working like from YouTube. YouTube is like the main platform where people coming. They watching what you do, and they going to another platforms like Etsy, Instagram, and all that stuff. But it's hard to develop all those platforms at once. So I just figured out for myself that it's better to focus on one platform. Okay, maybe two, like Instagram, and the rest is just additional. But main, like for example, is YouTube, and from YouTube people coming to another platforms. At least this is what other artist is doing, and I can see, because it's also time consuming that you simply can't develop all platforms at once. Thank you, Cat Pro, for coming and for attention. From IG, I just receive requests from people who want them for yeah, that's... Come on guys, it's not serious. Oh, but if they can bring me some food, or clean my floor, or pay for my electricity, then that's okay. Then I can give it for free to you. Or buy me a paint. Like, okay, I will not receive straight money from you, but I receive kinda goods from you. Then okay. Do all you use then as well? Yeah, actually, for now I'm using only oils. But as I said before, the thing is that I don't wanna mix all my stuff, what I do, on one channel, cause it's gonna be like a mess. But maybe if oil paints will not work that much as I want, probably I will do some other stuff. Because as I said before, I was making paintings like drawings with markers and sketches and street art like graffiti and letters and all that stuff, but I'm a little bit tired of this because I was doing this like for 10 years and it's really was tiring, and I decided to try some new thing like oil paintings, and I like it, so this is why I'm doing mostly oils, and this channel is supposed to be dedicated only for oils, but maybe I will do some changes, I don't know, because I don't have so much people now who is watching, and if there gonna be some requests, probably I will do some additional content, not sure yet. Plus also I was doing before wall paintings for people and I had some clients, so probably I also will try to return to this just a little bit later when I fix my room first. So kinda like this. Yeah, of course, with prints in both sides of Bob Ross. But actually Bob Ross didn't paint animals. He was painting some kind of landscapes only, as I remember. His nose is a little bit weird. Have to change it a little bit. Like a little bit more paints here. It's like more cycled, I could say. Okay. Yeah, I showed the week. Maybe later. In a little bit gray color. Just wanna add some first this black dark colors. Then after I'm gonna make some fur. So this is tongue also. And lips. slap that like button full fiercely with my paw. Okay, thank you, but I didn't know that you have paw instead of arm, but okay, now I know. Some dark tones over here. Maybe it's actually not that black, it's like reddish black, but I think I can add a little bit of black on dark area. Anyway, it's gonna be mixed after, so I just add this. It's kind of shadows. Let's add sienna a little bit. And some white. Relaxing, yeah, I'm just lazy to talk. But to be honest, I'm like this all my life, so I can't talk so much, even my own language, or especially any other language. It's making me tired. But sometimes it's too hard to be like introverted artist, because you have always to show your art, to talk to people, like to be known a little bit more, even to get clients. But it's so hard for me. I'm feeling like exhausted. But at some point I understand that I need it. But it's not that pleasure for me. So it's a little bit hard. Yeah, I can talk like on the video, but it's or chatting. But anyway, I'm feeling that I'm doing this like for, how to say, like I have a pressure. I think this area is like more lighter. Did you have some viral videos on your channel? I think shorts, right? I saw some of your video shorts that was viral. I never had a viral video. I don't know how it works even. I think it's so randomly actually. All these experts on YouTube, what they're saying, you do tags, you do thumbnails, you do like a normal and attractive name of your video, and I'm trying and it's nothing works really, but sometimes you see like how would say politely, okay, just bad video with maybe some silly jokes and it's go viral, and there is no thumbnail, there is almost nothing, and there is like thousands of views. Okay, I'll use some other brush and oil thinner. So yeah, I don't really believe like that there is like some... Okay, maybe, yeah, thumbnail works, but it's not for viral. Yeah, I saw some of good artists. Yeah, this is why I'm asking you how you can do videos so often. I'm simply burning out. Okay, maybe it's a little bit different topic. I don't know how much time you spend on markers, but I think oils probably takes a little bit more time, because you know, all this mixing and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm just burning out if I do videos very often. Yeah, but it's sad reality of the YouTube. I don't know how it shows. Hi Naisla, thank you for coming. Oh, maybe if I could have some more customers and work only from my art, then it's gonna be okay, but it's impossible for me right now, so I'm kinda looking sometimes for additional job to do, just a simple job to be able to cover my expenses on bills and food. Hi Artist in Lifestyle, thank you for joining us as well. We are painting a golden retriever puppy today. So I hope it's gonna turn out nice. So I will just add main colors for kinda underpainting. And then I will add additional details as I always do. So let's just put more white on this area. I'll just cover some area beside nose, then I will mix, like blend, but I will do it after. For now I just drop some colors. It's very light color, so anyway I will paint more with white these areas. Well, simply add white. Let's put more white on this. I think it's what is it? Not lips, it's kinda nose. Okay, let's call it also like a nose. Okay, let's blend a little bit to make it a little bit darker. Let's just cover our puppy with paints and then we'll work with additional details. Golden Retriever is a beautiful dog. Yeah, this is why I decided to try to paint exactly this puppy. I also thought maybe to take black, but I had a black puppy already, the French Bulldog, so let it be Golden Retriever today. Let's see how it's gonna look like. I have to mix more paints because I feel like I'm struggling a little, so let's just drop more. So it's simply raw sienna and white, and that's it. Actually I can paint it in one tone right now and then I will simply add more colors. could simply cover it and then work with more paints and colors. I feel that I'm like a little bit struggling if it's not covered all, because I feel much easier when all white spots are covered with paints. It makes it just easier to work with. Also, you can add additional, if you see some highlights, you can drop it just like without, how to say, precise areas. Just you can blend it after anyway, because it's oils, it's not gonna dry so fast. Okay, let's mix a little bit more. And let's cover this area a little bit. It's kind of shadow. And also here, just beside nose. Like separate it a little bit, because I think it's also more like shadow area. Okay, let's drop more colors, more paints, I mean. Of course, titanium white, that is always not enough. But I also don't want to put so much paint, because it's always have leftovers. And then I'm just throwing them away. But I don't want to throw them away. So better I will mix more often and add more often than I just throw it away. You make me want to return painting realism. But I don't think that it's kinda realism what I'm doing. I'm trying to just make it my own way. But it's also would be cool to see what you're making. But yeah, it's kinda different topic. I'm just trying to make some impressionism, and maybe yeah, some realism, but kinda my own way. see, here we can add more white in this area. It's like, I think, almost white, so I just make it with simple white color. I will blend it after anyway. For now, just drop amount of paints on my board, and here is some dark tone going a little bit here. Here is more lighter. Pull that all out exactly. You know, sometimes my English is broken. Yesterday it was okay, today is not okay. That English also needs some practice. Also a lighter spot on the head. Oh, great result. Okay, thank you for a compliment. Maybe it's great for some people, but for me sometimes it's not that I wanted. It's always happening, I don't know why. Like people saying it's so cool, but for you you're looking like not so cool as I wanted. Actually, I have varnished some of my paintings, my old paintings, with lacquer. I will upload video maybe next week. I think I can't finish. There is not so much editing, but I have to record a little bit more. And actually it has some glitters and also some protection. I think I primed like varnished, I mean like 6 paintings, 6 my old paintings, so I will upload later video. Okay, let's I think I have to change this part because I don't like it much. I think this shape I don't like. Yeah, it's hard to value your artworks, like value the result, because you feel it from the beginning what can be done, could be done, yeah, could or okay, what can be done better. Have you ever used the primal lap to the canvas before? The primal lap, I think no. What I'm doing kinda some underpainting, like for now. For example, this I count like underpainting mostly, because it's not very thick layer. And actually why I'm doing this underpainting is to cover white spots, and then I simply add colors on all areas. And sometimes you can use only one color for underpainting, but sometimes I'm, like for example now, I'm helping myself with some lighter spots to understand where is shadows and where is dark tones. So it's kind of like, sometimes I even don't know all this expression what artist is using. I'm simply painting how I feel myself confident and like my own way, and sharing this to people, and that's it. If you talk about gesso, it's I'm simply using gouache, but it's not like gesso, it's very thin layer. What car sign? Where do you live? Currently I'm in Latvia. If you heard about this small country in East Europe, then you know. It's beside Lithuania and Estonia also, and not so far from Poland. So, East Europe, just beside Russia also, in this area. No, primarily the water solution you can also make homemade. Like 70% water and 30% wine. No. I didn't use it too much, like stuff to do I don't like. I simply cover it with gouache or acrylic if I don't have gesso, and I'm not using gesso. So when that's it, simply start to paint. Yeah, it's allowed to brush slide better, but also you will not have so much thick layers. This is why I found for myself, because sometimes I like to do the thick layers, and when your surface is like very glossy, I don't like it for myself. I prefer some rough surfaces, and this is why I'm not using that stuff. But I heard about this, yeah. Maybe it's good for some paintings when you have to add like a lot of layers. It's also some oil technique I heard. Maybe it's good for portraits when you make layer by layer, but I don't use it for myself. Don't like it much. Okay, let's blend a little bit. Just these colors to make it smoother, just smoother look. Because this is before this is just a simple board, and it's kinda dark, just simple like cardboard, but it's a little bit thicker. It's usually using for shelves inside your like cabinet, I could say, but also it's using for artists like canvas. And I simply prime it with gouache, and it's become a little bit rough, and this is why I like it. Just found for myself. Hi Puppy Art, I also draw pictures of dogs, so that's great. Another animal artist here joined, thank you for coming. Hi King Venice, thank you for your compliment as well. Okay, let's blend these areas as well. I still have to drop more paint. Because I can see my lines from the grid what I drew, so I have to cover it. So let's just put it here, this paints. I sometimes draw with watercolors, it's hard to explain it here. Oh, I never tried to use watercolors for animals. It's a little bit hard medium for me. "48 hours, you're crazy." That's too much, yeah. You better have a rest, thank you. Thank you for staying here, appreciate it. Okay, let's just blend again. Here gonna be more white after for highlight, but for now I can cover. Let's simply blend it. Thank you, nice also. Okay, for now I will do it, and I will add tongue, the main shapes, and I will blend these areas. So I have, actually I have red already, but I need white. So let's just drop some white. And try to mix this pinky color. But also it's not so pinky, because there's like a combination of different colors. I think there's even a little bit of black, especially in those dark tones. But anyway, can try to drop some lighter color here at first, because I just mix it I think it fits pretty nice for our tongue. I just need more paint, definitely. I think now we have some look already. And that area is already darker. But I will add some more white just on the edge. I think it's gonna be okay. I mean, like this area. But if I look on the photo, I think that light is coming like from the top left side, like this, maybe a little bit like this. It's hard to say actually, because some part of his tongue is like more highlighted than other. So we'll just add here a little bit also. I also wanna show this form of his tongue. Might be a little bit complicated. Let's try to add some highlights. Let's see how it's gonna look like. Especially here on the edges. Let's blend a little bit here on the edge, and also a little bit close to his nose. And now I will add a little bit of black. A little bit, but took so much. Sometimes it's hard to take the right amount of paints. Hi Michelle, thank you for joining. We are painting a golden retriever puppy today, and I'm a little bit struggling with tone right now, but I think it's gonna be okay after all. So let's just drop this shadow area. And I think it's need to be a little bit darker. Okay, I can use this color for this middle line and a little bit here to mix with lighter pink. But anyway, what is far, it should be darker. Okay, I just cover this area with what I have right now. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your attention. Okay, let's add a little bit more black and more red and white again. A little bit more black. Because it looks really dark over there. But I don't also want to make a mess just with black. Because I have to make it like a little bit reddish at least. Okay, let's divide this area. It's going until here. And another going until here, and then I will blend it after. It's kind of like this, but I have to make it a little bit, like how to say, smoother here. So it's not gonna be so much divided. It doesn't look like it's a one object, like it's one tone. It looks like two different parts. Okay, we can add just a little bit thicker line in the middle. Okay, I think now it's a little bit better than before, at least. We can see the shadow. Okay, let's make it a little bit darker here. Let's add some white. Okay. So let's work a little bit with our fur. Just some areas. Okay, let's add a little bit Vandyke brown and mix it with raw sienna, because I want to show deepness here. This area, because here is also ear. Also can draw some dark fur areas. A little bit brown again in this area. There is no light at all. Same with this side. Okay, let's blend them a little bit. I'm using same blender brush as before. And then just blend it over here. Also this area, because it's like under our head, it's a little bit darker, and I can add also some colors in this area. And here he is very white, so we can add also white. Just let's try to see how it's gonna look like. I think it's a little bit better. Even more white can be added, because on surface it become like light brown. It's sienna, light sienna. No, I think it's gonna be okay. Also with these details in this area. Plus, anyway, I will add additional details after, that's for sure, because I don't like how it looks right now. It's not bad, but it's definitely not like I want to. Also gonna fix shapes on this area. But okay, let's add some additional black. Additional black on his lips. I can see some white spots over there and I don't like it. I wanna cover it. Plus here it's a little bit thicker area, and we also have some visible tooth, even one tooth from both sides. But anyway, let's just cover those small white spots, what I can see. Plus add a little bit more black where it should be. So now we at least can see that our puppy is smiling. Okay, and a little bit thicker lip on that side as well. And it's also not so straight as you can see from the reference photo. It's a little bit like different shapes. Hi Backyard, thank you for coming. I'm glad that you like it, but it's still far from finish. I still have to work here a lot to make it look like I want to, but anyway, thank you. So let's add some sienna on this side and cover a little bit our area over here. Yeah, he looks happy. So let's blend a little bit. This area and also this. So I will use same blender brush and oil thinner. Let's work a little bit with our nose. I wanna cover his nostrils with black. But before I wanna add some highlights because I will not understand after where to put it. So here it's gonna be a little bit lighter in the bottom. You can add a little bit more white here to make it more highlighted and shows that it's curved. Plus here it's also a little bit highlight on the top. Okay. Let's take more black. Okay. Now we can add some highlights because our nose looks like a little bit flat What I wanna show that it's like 3D. Need more white. Okay, and also more white in nostril, especially this left nostril is like more highlighted. Fix a little bit off, like this. Pretty nice. Okay, more black. Additional. And also can work with eyes, since I'm using this black, can work his eyes area. Let's take white again. And make some highlights for eyes. Now we can add eyebrows. At least it looks like eyebrows. And some fur beside the eyes. I need more white. Also there's a highlight, I think it's eyelash. It just looks like white. So I want to show it. There's also lighter fur. Okay. And same with the left eye. For us is left eye, for him is right eye. guys, I will wash my brush. Okay, brush is clean, and I will use white on these areas. First of all, I will add more here, and I also want to curve it a little bit more, because if I look on the reference photo, it looks like this area is a little bit curved, like it's curving a little bit here, and a little bit bigger, I could say. It's almost like on the end of our eye, and same as here, so I definitely have to curve a little bit more. So I'm simply will be editing white, because our painting is already with raw sienna, and it gives us underpainting. And if we simply add white, it should be okay. And I simply can add this white with the touches. Do not mix color right now, because if I look on the reference photo, there is Mustache, and anyway it's not so smooth, and actually I don't need to make it smooth. I think it's gonna be enough like this. Also I'll add some Mustache after. Here on the top, yeah, it can be blended a little bit to show that our nose going there, coming on the top. Hi, and thank you for joining. Morning to you as well. I just tried to make that puppy today. As I said before, I was thinking about a black puppy, but I have a black puppy already, so trying to make some this golden color. Let's see how it's gonna look like after all. So what I did already, I made an underpainting, and also I added some additional layer already. So now I'm simply adding color all over his face, and then I will work on final details. The problem is that my white is always out. It's already 4th time I'm adding it. So let's continue. But here in the middle is not so white, it's a little bit darker. But here on the top it looks like white. But also I have to cover background, so anyway I will not paint so much of his fur what is outside, because I will cover background and only then. I will add final details. So for now I'm simply adding colors, paints I mean. So this area is much whiter. Also have to show this shape of ear, so it's important to show what way you are putting your paints, because it's also visible. It's same with mountains and palette knife when you're using, so same as with our shape of the dog or any other. It's important to follow it. Okay, here we can show it a little bit randomly on the head. Until this area. Anyway, I will use a fan brush after to add this more full details. Okay, let's do the same with the right side and then cover our background. Put a bit more paints on his nose, because I still see there is a pencil. I want to cover this pencil, of course. Just take a little bit more paint. Sometimes I don't like to work so slow. I want to be a little bit faster, especially if this is not final details. I white and more white on his eyebrow. Okay, here is our ear divided from head in this area. So this is what I want to show as well. Okay, I think it's enough for now. Just make it a little bit lighter here. And I will make a background right now. The background looks like a little bit of green and a lot of yellow. So anyway, I will use some cobalt blue, just a little amount, no need much here. And let's mix it with yellow. Also can add some sienna because I can see that it's not so greeny even. Just add a little bit of sienna. Too much. Maybe a little bit more. First amount was okay. But no need to rush to mix your paints, because you can get different tone, not what you need to. Hi Shak, thank you for joining. How are you doing? Thank you, Noisla. I think it's not gonna be enough, but that amount. But okay, let's just cover first layer. I will use oil thinner, so maybe it will be enough, because I have some paints on it already. That's great to hear. So let's simply cover. I think I can add more yellow, definitely. No, I'm using my cameras before. I think I will use it right now for my streams. I will not change anything, because it's not so much sense. Hi Artifix Mom, thank you for coming. Okay, let's cover that left area. Yeah, definitely I need more paint. I like your painting. Thank you, man. Appreciate that you like it. And I think I will just use this yellow without blue, simply to cover the background. Okay, I took different brush. Thank you, Artifix, as well. So okay, let's continue. I wanna finish it today. I don't like to left my paintings for other days. I like to paint all in one day, so I will not return, or at least I could add additional details next days if I need. But to be honest, I don't like to paint it that many days, because it feels like I haven't done something. And this artwork will stay and remind you, like finish me. Okay, need more. Okay, Okay, I still have some blue here. Thank you very much for coming and attention. How long it takes you to get this kind of painting done? It depends on the painting, but I think around 3 to 4 hours it can be done. Because some dog painting I painted, and one took 4 hours and another was almost 6 hours. It depends the shape and the colors. So sometimes I'm choosing some challenging photos that I didn't make before, or some other dogs but I didn't make before. Hi G, thank you for joining. Hi Vanessa as well. How are you doing guys today? So yeah, it's around 4 hours I give myself, because I don't think I could add some more details. It's always you can add, but I don't think it's needed too much. So now it's almost 2 hours, so maybe I will finish even faster. We'll see, you know, because I still have to work with his face. I don't like it so much right now. I would like to add more deepness and also show this area a little bit darker. Plus I have to add some fur. So yeah, anyway, around 3 to 4 hours. That's so quick, yeah, but it's not big painting. It's almost, you see, this is my hand and you see the size, so it's not that big. If I paint it like this, 12 by 12 inches, so, and there is no other details, it's only face. If there will be like a body or more dogs, so definitely gonna be longer. But as I said already, you can work a lot with details and spend more time if you want, but I'm trying to do it that way. Oh, the echo again. Yeah, maybe because of my room there is an echo. Because I don't use microphone. Or maybe connection is not good again. Sometimes it can be. Thank you everyone for your compliments and attention. Appreciate it. So okay, let's fix a little bit this area. I want to add some more dark color just beside his mouth. So I'm using only brown and raw sienna. set it a little bit more here. Okay, let's add some shadows under his face. More on this area. Need more on the ground. More white up here. Again, I'm running out of white. This white is always out. Crazy. The most popular color, white. But before, actually, old masters, they didn't use white at all. I heard the stories that they were doing like landscapes only with 2-3 colors, and that's it. It's actually interesting technique. It's like black and white, but you can use, for example, green or ochre colors and make a landscape from these two colors. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's also add some darker colors, because I'm putting so much white. I forgot about dark spots. Especially here on his ear. Even can add more sienna. Also in this area as well. So I'm gonna make highlight on this ear. It doesn't look like it's going in front, like it's looking in the back. I still don't like this area. Looks like a little bit dirty. Like this is not shadow but just dirty spot. So let's just cover it a little. I'll just make the shape of his head and cover this area a little bit. Close my door. Okay. And a little bit more on his nose. Again, I want to add some thick layer. Thank you, G, and all of you guys. So I'll fix some ear details. Especially here. And can add white on top. Let's come back to eyes. There is some thing to finish. I'm using Vandyke brown and white. I'm gonna show this lower. I think it's kinda eyelash. Just to make it a little bit darker. Hi Austin, thank you for joining. I just add a little bit for on his lip. And I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. It's a little bit different than I painted it, because it looks like thicker. Especially some areas. Plus his nose is more highlighted. Nostrils. Also I can see there is some teeth on this area somewhere, and I will use white and a little bit of brown. Let's try to use some leftovers of yellow as well. to try show the idea of our teeth over here. It doesn't look very huge, just a little, but still I wanna show it. You know, just simple lines, two lines on both sides, and that's it. As I can add some highlights on top of our tongue. Definitely there is highlights. Maybe it's simply saliva this dog has. This is why it's like highlighted. Same with the lips. Okay, let's blend it a little bit. Okay. Let's go to Mustache. With some shape mustache. So I'm simply touching his nose just to make an idea of those lines and black dots, because after there will be mustache. Okay, maybe it's too much on this area. Just drop white. I think it's okay, and I will drop some white highlight on eye and another eye as well. Okay. Just will look how it looks like. Okay, let's make some fur with my fine blender brush. Hi Creative Arts, thank you. Okay, bye bye Artifact Mom, thank you for being here as well. Take care. Okay, we'll add white on our highlighted areas first of all. It's gonna be here on this side. And more white, again more white of course. And let's make this thicker. KG, thank you for being here. Okay, and thanks for being here as well, appreciate your help. Take care, who's leaving. Need more white and put it on our lips, what is beside, or below I mean. Just in that areas. make additional fur on top of his ear. Okay. I hope we're all fine, Austin. Thank you for your compliment. Okay, here I can add more, definitely. I mean, the shape, how it goes. And to cover this area as well. Let's make some white, brown. To add some darker spot on his body over here. And also white, again returning to his lip. Alright. Something like this. It should be golden puppy, but it looks like white. It's okay, it's light golden puppy. It's not mature yet to be full gold. Let's add mustache. Again, I need some white. And I will use the palette knife for mustache. Thank you, Vanessa. think you know it as well. Just want to add a little bit more mustache. Also some small mustache. So just beside nose. Thank you, Pyrrole. Okay, let's add a little bit more white on top his eyebrow. I'm still thinking what can I add more and where. I still have some paints here. I'll just drop some fur around our ear. And also in this area as well. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, I'm almost done, I think. Just a moment, I will take tissue. I think I got Pro as well. Just wanna fix my brushes. And put my sign as well on the right corner as always, but actually I had a portrait where I put on the left side, but almost always I'm putting on the right side. Okay, I think I will leave it like this. Don't wanna... Maybe if I will see some additional details I will fix it, but I think it's kinda done for me right now. So let's just take our Scotch tape. It's my microphone. Okay, have to fix some pencil over here, but I will do it later. And this areas also. Yeah, anyway, not so important right now. Thank you, Vanessa. Maybe next time we'll paint something else. I will not do some bird, probably. Even here for more vision. Okay, we're done for today. Thank you all who came to watch and for support. I appreciate it. Probably I will upload another video during the week, and another live stream gonna be next Sunday as well. Okay, thank you all once again, I appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Take care all and bye bye.